Hey, it's Seth from Citizens Disability. Today I'm going to tell you what you need to know about applying for Social Security disability insurance benefits in the Lone Star State. Don't mess with it, Texas. Every state's different. That's obvious and everyone knows it. But what's less obvious, what most folks don't know, is that applies to SSDI claims, or Social Security disability insurance claims as well. Because of the way the Social Security Administration structures this process, the state you live in can have a real effect on an applicant's waiting times and on their likelihood of winning their benefits at each step of the process. Now, we track this data pretty closely. We've updated our numbers as we do every year in February, so this Texas data is certified fresh for 2021. Now, as you may know from watching some of our other videos, and there's plenty of them, there's basically 3 steps in the SSDI application process. You got the initial application, reconsideration, and the hearing. Those first 2 steps, the initial application and reconsideration, are handled at the state level by state-run disability determination services. Agencies who work on behalf of the Social Security Administration follow all the same rules and same regulations. As you can see from this chart coming in from the right, over the past year in Texas, about 36.3% of initial applications for SSDI benefits were approved. You can see how that compares here to the national average of 38.4%. It's a difference of 2.1%, a little ways behind the national average. You can also see how Texas has done over the years, going back to 2010, and we can see that although Texas has been sort of up and down over the years, they're now trailing behind the national average for basically the last couple of years. As we made this video in February 2021, Texas was ranking 39th in the nation in terms of the rate of approvals at the initial level. Key takeaway here is that in Texas, at the initial level, over 6 out of every 10 applications for disability benefits is being denied. Now, if those odds make you a little bit worried, thinking about your own potential claim, yeah, it's understandable, but there's no reason to panic. First reason not to panic, you got people like us here at Citizens Disability, specialized disability advocates who can help with the application process all the way through the application process to improve a claimant's chances of success at every stage. If you want to see how an advocate could help you with your claim, click this little banner up here in the top right. You can watch a video all about it. Second reason not to panic is that being denied at the initial application does not have to be the end of the road. That's because when a person gets denied at the initial application level, typically they're going to appeal that denial. They're going to ask for reconsideration, or recon as we call it. Reconsideration is also handled at the state level. As this chart coming in from the right is going to show you, it is indeed actually pretty rare for people to get approved at recon, that second stage out of 3. You can see that's reflected in both the Texas data and the national data. Texas, with an approval rate of 13.8%, is just a teensy bit ahead of that national average here of 13.7%. You can see again how Texas has done over the last 10 years, and we can see that Texas is basically on par with the national average at the reconsideration stage, going back a ways. Overall, in 2021 so far, Texas ranks 24th in the nation in terms of approval at reconsideration. The majority of people in the United States who apply for SSDI benefits are going to have to go to that third stage of the process called the hearing. That's going to be true for applications from Texas as well. Now, we got a ton of information on our website and other videos here on YouTube all about the hearing process, how it works, if you want to get all the details. You can even see what a hearing is actually like. Just click this little banner up here in the top. Short version though, if you've been denied at reconsideration, you're going to appeal that denial and you're going to go to a hearing in front of an administrative law judge who works for the Social Security Administration at the federal level. This is another area where all the states are very different. Most states have at least one, but usually several SSA hearing locations throughout the state, and each individual office has their own waiting times and their own approval rates. In this chart you can see coming in from the right, we'll take a look at how Texas fares on average across all of their offices against the national average for approval rate at hearing. And it looks like through 2020 and into 2021 so far, Texas is coming in at 42.6% on average. Compare that to the national average of 51.1%. Texas ranks 40th in the nation. Now, when you do appeal and you ask for that hearing, we should warn you, it can take a pretty long time for that hearing to actually happen. When it comes to hearing waiting times for Texas, you can see them here in the blue bars. We got this national average of 11.4 months of waiting time before the hearing, and we can see that across the state, the average for Texas is a respectable 9.7 months. We do have more than one hearing location in Texas, as you can see. We can see that the shortest waiting time in the state is at Houston North, with a waiting time very short of 7.4 months. The longest waiting time is Dallas Downtown, with a waiting time of 11.7 months. Overall, Texas does have a shorter waiting time than the national average because a lot of these offices are below the national average as well. We can also see that each office has its own approval rates. Those are the red bars. And looking at the 2020 data leading into 2021, we can see that the best situation is Dallas Downtown, with an approval rate of 51.2%. Things are less solid looking, though, over at Rio Grande Valley, with a rate of 34.3%. So although Texas does have that shorter hearing wait time, they do have a significantly lower approval rate at hearing than the national average. So in looking at all of our data together, we can see that for approval rates at hearing, Texas ranks, as we had said earlier, 40th in the nation, while for hearing waiting times, Texas actually ranks 5th in the nation. Not too shabby. The important thing to remember here, though, is for these waiting times that we're talking about for Texas as a state and for these individual offices, those are average waiting times. Some folks may get their hearings quicker than the average numbers that we're showing you. Some folks are going to have to wait longer, sometimes even a lot longer than those average numbers we showed you. Now, we have got a lot more data about Don't Mess With It Texas at our website, www.citizensdisability.com. You can check it all out. Come visit us. Click on our state-by-state page and click into your state. We update our data every year so you can stay current on what's happening and have up-to-date information at your fingertips. And believe me, it changes every year. Now, if you are thinking about applying for SSDI benefits, no matter where you are in the country or what the approval rates look like there, we strongly encourage you to please get help from a disability advocate, like us here at Citizens Disability, or a local specialist attorney. Especially after looking at all these approval rate numbers we've shown you, you want to have the best possible chance at getting approved for your benefits, and that's what an advocate can help you with. At Citizens Disability, we've been helping regular folks all across America apply for and win their SSDI benefits, and we've been doing it for over a decade. No advocacy group is more aggressive than we are, and no one handles more cases per year than we do. So if you'd like to see if we can help you, no problem. Just come visit us. Again, it's www.citizensdisability.com, or you just call us at the number on the screen. Hey, thanks for watching our video about applying for SSDI benefits in the Lone Star State. Don't Mess With It, Texas. If you liked what you saw here and you want to see more, do us a favor. Hit that subscribe button down there and then ring the bell so you can get a notification when we publish more videos. And hey, do us another favor. Tell us what you think in that comment section down there. We've got a ton of content on the SSDI process, how it all works, and how we can help you. So please feel free to explore both on the website and here at YouTube. I hope I see you again soon for another video. Until then, I'll just say thanks for watching. And of course, have a great day.